This is a weekend traditionally celebrated with parades and public events as Americans honor those who've paid the ultimate sacrifice in service to this country. But not this year. Instead, President Trump ordered flags across the country lowered to half staff to honor those who've died from the coronavirus. And take a look at this, Sunday's front page of the New York Times. As U.S. deaths near 100,000, the most of any country. The paper calls it, quote, an incalculable loss. Infections are still adding up too, and spreading. These are the states where infections are still rising. All 50 states have taken steps to reopen. And these are the states reporting fewer cases tonight. Danya Bacchus begins our coverage.
Los Angeles is the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak here in California, but that isn't stopping people from leaving the house and enjoying the holiday weekend. As the unofficial start to summer kicks off, there are constant reminders the country is in the midst of a pandemic. Beaches in Southern California are open, but with restrictions.
You can't lay out on the beach. You have to be engaged in walking, running, swimming, surfing, anything where you're moving.
In New York, the virus's former epicenter, bad weather at Coney Island did what social distancing rules intend to do, keeping many people indoors and off the beach. Washington, D.C.'s National Mall and Memorial Parks have one-way signs to keep people from crossing paths. Cheers! Drinking has returned to bars in Texas that can now operate at 25% capacity. And people are dining in at restaurants in Raleigh, North Carolina, with tables 6 feet apart, the staff wearing masks and gloves.
It feels good to be able to sit down and get a nice cocktail and eat a meal that's not in my apartment.
In South Dakota, Mount Rushmore reopened today to tourists 3 weeks earlier than planned. And while masks aren't required in North Dakota,
they're not doing it to represent what political party they're in.
The governor made an emotional plea to residents to not make them political.
They might have vulnerable adults in their life who are currently have COVID and are fighting.
In LA County, where there are now more than 2,000 COVID-19 related deaths, the Department of Justice sent Los Angeles a letter calling its lockdown order unlawful. Mayor Eric Garcetti responded.
We're not guided by politics in this stuff. We're guided by science. We're guided by collaboration.
This weekend, in addition to getting outdoors, some people across the country are hoping to go to church. President Trump declared houses of worship essential, but that decision resides with governors. Here in California, Governor Newsom says he will provide guidance Monday. Tony?
Danya, thank you.